Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of It's About Deep with the one and only, the deepest. Welcome back to Let's Go Deep podcast channel where we take music, we dissect it, we tell you every component related to it, and tell you the beautiful story that the music tells. And we also got dope mixtapes that we release, guest artists. There's one coming up hopefully this weekend on Friday if all go wells. But yeah, that's it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and just indulge yourself in Let's Go Deep content that we've been releasing in the past few months and years and whatnot. So for today's review, reaction, whatever. Today's story or musical story that we're gonna be dissecting and telling its components is from an artist titled Please. I don't know if I'm gonna say this name right because it's a long name. And yeah, Phat-Kay Lafat. I'm saying it in English term because F, P, and H sound when combined together is F. So if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But Phat-Kay Lafat. Or is it Phat-Kay Lapat? I don't know. But this is an artist who I recently bumped into, in the past week when searching for music, and it's part of an EP that he titled that was released, I think, around about June, titled Beautiful Chaos. See, the title of this EP stands for every component or whatever you're gonna hear from the whole entire EP because it's beautiful chaos, as it says. Like there's an introduction of different elements and different components which are composed in a manner that just makes it sound it's so chaotic because there's a lot of elements, but at the same time it's so beautiful. Like it's chaotic in the sense of like producing when you're looking at it like, oh, there's so much components that I included, but the result of it is beautiful. And particularly the one song that we're going to be reviewing is Take All Your Gold by Phat-Kay. So listening to this track, you know what we're doing now. Listening to this track, there's a different aspect towards it. What so? It's a combination of both energetic music. When I look at your deep essentialist sound, that energy you get there, your Destino sound, that energy you get there, and a compilation of both soulfulness, where it is harmonically beautiful, it tells you a rhythm, like the production you got in Nasty Groove, Bad Vibes, only it tells you a story, it's soulful, and then a funky tone to it, giving off that sculptured music type of vibe, that young Mo's type of vibe with just funkiness in it. And that's a collaboration of the entire aspect of the song, where you get your energy, soulfulness, and funk within it. Because speaking, let me just tell you a bit about the foundation of it. So the foundation is in the sense of which the foundation of deep house music lately, it's always beautiful when you hear it in the tone of what you're gonna hear here, because it's a foundation of combining your claps and giving it that sound when mixing it and just putting it on that level of loudness with the entire song, and then combining with your kick or bass, but in this instance with kick, and then just gives off that groovy formation of a clap and kick format that we know of house music in general. That doom, doom, doom. It's sequenced in a beautiful manner, and then you get the different harmonic elements that are introduced within the song. So particularly, there's like a wide range. Like Phat-Kay didn't play with this one because there's a wide range of harmonic chords that just flow and are introduced. You hear your do, you hear a lot of things, and then he adds that atlas to it, and it just composes the entire song and produces something of beautiful chaos, as the EP stands for it. Without wasting your time, let's go into it and then we'll dissect it. Fast forward it 1 minute 27 seconds. Let's go. Okay, what is it we heard? So, for starters, what I'm gonna say, Phat-Kay Lepan did something and take all your groove, take all your gold. It was like it's like a song that the title is in a sense of like, to all my fans, to all my listeners, this is your gold. This is what I've taken up, and this is the gold that I'm giving it to you. This is the reward that I'm giving it to you. I'm not keeping it to myself. I'm giving it to you because did you hear the composition of the song? For starters, building up, we heard so many different chords and harmonic chords that were just involved, where you have your synthesizer taking its role. There was this one melody chord that I thought it was the whole component that's sequencing the entire song, but then it took a turn because it was structured in a format whereby it's just accommodating and flowing, but he lets the loudness of it and puts this form of like a reverb or something that just pushes it up. It's like pushing you up second by second of just like it's going up and we're going down, turning it up and we're turning it down. And I thought that was the component that was going to structure that was just going to hold the entire song. And then you just heard so many different elements at the same sequence whereby you heard that synthesizer that was just like do do, and it came by like, hey, I'm also here, I exist, and I am an important element as well. Like every element within this production is important. And then you heard the way he just tones it down, and it's like, I want you to listen to the foundation, where it was like the bass line, the kick, and the clap just taking place, and you still heard do do do, but it toned down in a manner of just a beautiful production. Because how can you tone down a song in the middle of a song and allow you to hear the different components of it? It was like, take a breather and listen to this, which just showed the uniqueness of it because it pushed out like those whole harmonic chords that I mentioned, which was like fire and energy. They toned it down and like, okay, here's the soulful part of it. He turned it down into like, here's the soulful part of the song. Here's where the kick and the claps and the bass line exist. And listen again of how we build up to this. I'm gonna fast forward it a bit towards the bridge. Okay? This is where you're gonna listen consciously because within the bridge, there's something, man. There's something soulful. This is where chaotic meets the soul. The chaos of everything meets the soul, and it just has a different taste towards it. Let's listen. Damn, this has been a chaotic, beautiful, soulful, energetic, funky song. Take all your gold. It's a reward to us. It's like a reward. It's something that shows the uniqueness of deep house music and house music in general, because how can you combine every single aspect of a song, every single component, every single beautiful aspect of it, and bring out something of this nature? Because this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Shout out to Phat-Kay. I mean, shout out to Phat-Kay Lepat. Sorry, brother, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah, get bodies. Humble apologies. But he produced such a beautiful album. EP. This is your boy, the one and only, when I cut it here, the deepest, keeping it short, keeping it informative, and keeping it deep. See you again. Remember, listen consciously. Peace.